The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Jackson to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
I mean, look for a team when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offense of throwing short and running long.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And Jackson throwing once more. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
From 17 yards out.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A dangerous return man showing it here. Deontay Hardy. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break in. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Cook up the gut. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So the false start will back them up 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Allen going to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Allen from the gun on third down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Ravens first down, and he was able to get it back clean. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They set up the screen to Hill. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 19-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Ravens 20, Bills 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. On play action, Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 35 yards. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here. Changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Bass, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Ravens 20. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now we give running right. It's Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It is caught. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's a 4th down pick over 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. Into the hands of Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's taken down inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
So they were in field goal range, chance to go to overtime, got greedy going for the win. Do you think maybe on the sideline they felt compelled to go for that win?
Sometimes that's what happens because as a head coach, you have to take the pulse of your team. You have to know where you are and how they're feeling. And maybe he thought, we've got to win it right now. Overtime, we might not have anything left for that. So maybe that's why they went for it and pressed it.
Unfortunately, it backfired.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got him in, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.